Out of the nation of Rwanda, God is writing a new story. It's a story of hope, a story of rebirth, set against the backdrop of the unthinkable darkness of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi.
The genocide had one of the greatest spiritual impact on this nation than anything else, because many of us who were just awakened to evil and then awakened to the potential we have to change that evil.
Disillusioned church leaders struggled with how to begin to bring hope and healing to their people.
How do you pick up a church in the ashes? What message do you have to the dry bones? The Lord gave us a message.
The message was one of a new day for Rwanda, of the church becoming a powerful force for good. It began after President Kagame read The Purpose-Driven Life and invited Pastor Rick and Saddleback Church to help Rwanda become a purpose-driven nation. Church leaders from across 250 Christian denominations of Rwanda convened and committed to work together, a moment which ushered in unprecedented unity.
That's my joy today, to see all the churches coming from different denominations all together around Jesus Christ.
The model of partnership, called the Peace Plan, aligned the faith, business, and governmental sectors in a grassroots, local church-based plan for transformation.
The anointing of God upon Saddleback, upon Pastor Rick, that gave them that convening power.
There is a sense of hope that we convey to non-believers because we are pointing them to the Almighty God.
Pastors worked together, gaining tools to set their members on a path towards healing and growth.
We are not here to do things for you. We are not here to do things through you, but is it to equip you to do what you have planned to do.
Over 2,000 Saddleback members stepped up to go to Rwanda and train churches across the nation in skills to serve their communities. It was a new model of mission, church-to-church partnership that mobilized members across cultural divides to share learnings out of a shared love for God.
But these were just members coming and just doing mission at personal level, and seeing them in our communities, submitting to the local leadership in Rwanda. That's unusual. So that spirit, that level of humility, so that was easy to transfer to us and feel, oh, we can also do this.
As churches stepped up, renewal spread across communities. Vulnerable people gained access to clean water. Orphaned children found loving families. The poor developed skills for saving. Children were educated, and the sick received care.
The church is influencing every area of business, of politics, of education, of medical care. You talk about the peace plan. A peace plan, well done, transforms the entire nation.
The transformation attracted attention of neighboring African nations, and leaders and pastors from all over the continent began asking how they could replicate the results in their own countries. The Rwandan church felt it was time to take the transformation to others.
God told Abraham, Abraham, I have blessed you, so you become a blessing to others. We are blessed by being blessed by someone, but then we become a blessing to others.
What was birthed in Rwanda is spreading to the rest of the nations of Africa. Through the All Africa Initiative, churches from different parts of the globe are coming together, exchanging learnings, and committing to transforming their countries for the glory of God.
The global church, the global Christian church, is bound to work together. So the coming and going is not only benefiting the Rwandans or the Africans or the Asians when you go, when Saddleback goes out. It really benefits the kingdom.
Today, partner churches trained in Purpose-Driven and the Peace Plan are bringing healthy church training to networks of churches across nearly all of sub-Saharan Africa. The seed that was first planted by the church in Rwanda has blossomed into a continent-wide movement.
We relate to our friends in Malawi, in Kenya, in Ghana, in Southern Sudan, or elsewhere in Ivory Coast. So when we share, we have lots of things in common. how this can serve our churches. It shows our brothers and sisters on the continent that it is actually transparent.
Latin America is now the next continent to experience church-driven transformation, learning from the transferable principles developed and proven by the Rwandan church. The story God began in Rwanda is now rewriting histories across the globe.
Mission was one way you go, but now it's coming together and doing things together. So having 3 continents, you have South America, you have America, and then you have an entire continent of Africa together, thinking, praying, and ready for the gospel. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.